Hello and welcome to Caravanning with the Missus. Thanks for joining, thanks for tuning in, thanks for subscribing, and I hope you're all well. The Missus is here.
Hello, I'm Sadie and this is Kevin.
Excellent. So today's vlog is, it's a bit of an unusual one and it's a first. It's going to be the first vlog as part of the Vanother Collective. Because we've just joined the collective group. I think there's a group of about 10 or so like-minded channels. And we're all doing vlogs. We're all doing vlogs on the same subject, the first Friday of every month. Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, the first Friday of every month. So this is our first, and this month's subject is how we plan a trip. So what do you think's meant by that, my little fruitcake?
I could need a few things, but I would take it as maybe, how do we plan where we go? Well, we usually decide where we want to go, don't we?
Yeah.
And then we'll look for a CS near there that's near a village, town or city, so that we've got like restaurants, pubs and nice walks to go on.
That's right. And they tend to be sort of smaller sites as well, aren't they? CSs and stuff.
Yes, that's
so that
right.
they've not got loads of facilities that we don't use. Because obviously it saves us a little bit of money, and we used to find that we didn't use all the facilities, so we prefer to use CSs, often off grid, etc. So we decide where we want to go, like you say.
Yeah.
Some trips, like the one we've just been on to Glaston Budget Music Festival, are just events which go in the diary. They're sort of things we sort of plan the other way around. We know where we want to go to it.
So you look on Sightseeker and Out and About, don't you, to see if there are any pop-ups?
Yeah, so I look
rallies.
on Sightseeker, or we look on Sightseeker, don't we, for, like you say, any CSs on Sightseekers, and Out and About for any pop-ups or temporary sites and things like that. Both of those are camping caravan club type things. I presume the other club has their own alternatives. So then when we've found a little site near where we want to go, we make sure, like you say, it's near.
Yeah, so we don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. I've done that and I don't really enjoy it.
No, that's
we
it.
We need stuff to do, don't we?
Yeah. And we also need to make sure it's near walks as well, because we like our walks somewhere to eat and somewhere to drink for some reason. Why don't we have somewhere to drink? Don't know. So we don't get too thirsty. Okay. And then when we've done all that, we book it, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes, we do. So that's one meaning of that's one interpretation of how we plan a trip. The other interpretation is how we plan the actual trip, as in the route there to the site. Well, first of all, we have a look at, just a quick look at Google Maps. To be honest, there seems to be a lot of chatter about all caravan widths and heights and stuff. To be honest, I'm not too bothered about widths and heights, because the caravan is literally that much wider, about 10 centimetres wider than the car on each side. And with the caravan mirrors attached, the mirrors, well, the car's actually wider than the caravan. So I'm not really too worried about the actual width or the height. I mean, it's only, I think it's about 8.5 feet tall. So not too worried about
terrible,
those.
Really. We just more or less get in and go, don't we?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Google Maps plots the routes, and then I'll just have a quick look at the route. If it looks like there's maybe a bit of cross country going through narrow roads, I might zoom in a little bit on that bit to make sure there's passing places. Or maybe to see if there's a more main road going round the country road, something like that. But I don't spend too much time on that. And then, having decided on the route from Google Maps, we then get in the car, use its sat-nav, which is quite good. It's a Garmin one, try and keep it updated. We use its sat-nav, type in the postcode, and then we just tend to use that, don't we?
We do.
No, we get in the car, we do that. You use its sat nav, But then when it's plotted the route, I just have a quick look how that compares with the Google Maps route. If it looks about right, I might zoom in on little bits that look complicated, but if it looks about right, then we go with the cars one. Only because I don't like using, I'd rather not use my phone's sat nav just to save the battery and stuff. I like using the car one if possible. And that's pretty much how we plan the route.
Yes, it is really,
Yeah. Or sometimes, like, if we were... Oh, you're nudging me again.
I'm winding.
What does that
I'm
mean?
doing this winding movement, which means
She thinks I'm going on. But sometimes, like, if we're near a big town or city like Southport, when we get nearer there, and the campsite was in the middle of Southport, we got nearer to Southport, I just followed the signs saying Southport. Because they're going to be on main routes anyway. And that's pretty much about it.
So thank you for watching.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this interesting. Do watch the other channels in the group as well, because they'll have their own interpretations probably, and they'll know a lot more about the subject than we will probably.
Are you going to put them up in that corner?
Yes, or maybe that corner,
or
maybe
corner.
down there, or maybe those corners.
Okay, somewhere there.
But at the end of the day, we'll try not to worry about stuff too much. Oh yeah, we're signing off now.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Bye.
Laters taters.